What's up, guys? How you feel today? Good?
Good, thank you, Brennan.
Love it. It's important to know.
Yeah.
It's always the fighters, right? But no, you are important too.
I think you might be the only fighter to think that, so I appreciate it.
That's true.
How are we feeling about this one, right? This has been a long journey with Deiveson. 4 fights now. Curious, what's the biggest difference between the first time and this time?
Damn, the biggest difference. I said this before, brother. I think the essence of the fight is the same. Deiveson Figueiredo is the same huge guy for the division with a lot of power in the right hand, trying to be a bully. Brandon Moreno is the same guy with the amazing cardio, with the speed, with the volume of punches. I think we can change that. But talking about me, I was very focused in the technical part, in the game plan, be smart. Man, I'm really good doing this sport, but I'm an asshole sometimes. I just want to throw punches and I just want to go forward. And I have a lot of people around me telling me like I'm smart and I can use my brain sometimes. So that's the goal for this one. That's the goal for me. And last fight against Deiveson Figueiredo, he surprised me a little bit with the game plan, and that's what's perfect. I'm still thinking I won the fight, but when you are in the middle of that close fight, you can understand the point of the judges, right? Like why he gave the fight to Deiveson in that moment. So it is what it is. I passed the page, and I'm ready for this one. I'm very excited. There's too much on the line, but at the same time, I'm trying to don't think too much about it because it's a lot of pressure, man. It's it's the belt, it's the rivalry, it's to be in a different country, be in his country. So it's too much on the line. I'm just trying to get fun right now, man.
You mentioned the judging and you mentioned being in his country. I'm curious, is there part of you that thinks, man, I got to get a finish here because if it goes to the decision, they might just swing his way?
I don't even think about it, man. I don't know. I mean, I understand the point, but man, I fought in Brasilia 2 years ago in 2020, and was a close fight too. But man, I won that fight against the José Formiga, and the judges they understood that. So I don't know. I'm not thinking about it.
Do you think your rivalry with Deiveson has helped your division, right? It's like the one that people can point to and be like, wow, the flyweights, like these two guys, what a legacy they're putting on. Do you think it's helped your division? A
lot, man. I mean, everything started with Demetrius, with his legacy and what he did in the flyweight division before that. He made a statement, and a lot of people think he's the god of the mixed martial arts for that. Then, Henry Cejudo saving the division against TJ Dillashaw. Now, in the present, I think this rivalry between Deiveson Figueiredo and I is so important for us, for all the flyweight guys. And I don't know, man. I think after this Saturday, I want to make a statement of who won this rivalry. But at the same time, I'm just very grateful to share the octagon with Deiveson and make history together.
Thank you.
You're so familiar with him. You've had so many fights. Does the game plan change up for this round? I mean, did you learn something new? Do you have extra wrinkles that you want to bring into it? Or did you just go in there worrying about yourself and how you feel in there?
Man, I have flying numbers. I have flying triangles. I have everything. I have a lot of secrets. Yeah, I mean, obviously, again, you can't change too much of a few things, right? The only thing I can do for this one is use a little bit more my brain because I was kind of emotional in my last fight against Deiveson in Anaheim last year. So I was very focused in the game plan. I was very focused to fix a few mistakes I did in my last fight against him. And that's it, man. At the end, if something bad happened in the middle of the fight, the same crazy little Mexican, it's going to the war again. So that's it.
And you mentioned, fighting another country. Have you visualized what it's going to be like walking into the arena that night, hearing the cheers for them and all the chants that they're going to be saying against you? Have you visualized that, and what do you expect when you walk out there on fight night?
Yes, man, 100%. I understand all the how can I say, all the crowd maybe against me. You never know, because I said this before, and I feel it the last November when I came here for the little media tour. Man, the treatment of the Brazilian people with me and my team was amazing. Everybody was so kind. Everybody was so humble. The interaction with the Brazilian people was amazing. So I can visualize this, like maybe at first starting the fight or walking to the octagon, maybe the people will be a little bit aggressive with us, with me especially, obviously. But with the pass of the rounds, with the pass of the minutes of the fight, the people will see all my hard work, and the people will understand I'm just a little kid trying to put food on the table for my kids and my family, So that's it.
And last thing for me, if you're victorious at the end of the night and you get your hands raised, what's it going to mean for you to have that belt on your shoulder at the end of the night?
Man, I don't care the belt, man. I mean, that will mean to me I can go back with my daughters and my family. Obviously, this thing is part of my legacy, and this thing means a lot to me, of course. But it's just about the future of my family. Every single step I go forward, every single victory, that means to me I can put a better future for my daughter. So that's it, man. That's it. I mean, the bell is something nice I can put in my house, and that's it. But I don't care.
Brandon, it's a big fight. It's an important fight for the division. But how confident are you that Deiveson Figueiredo is going to make weight on Friday and that you're actually fighting him on Saturday?
Man, I think poor guy. I think his weight is always a question, right? But man, I stopped to take care about it, because he, at least against me, he always made weight before. So I don't know. I think I'm just trying to don't think about it. When I fought against Kai France, he looks huge, man. He is so huge, but last November when I came here with him, he looks better. So I don't know. I'm not putting too much attention on that.
The UFC has Alexandre Pantoja as a backup plan. Does that make you feel like more relaxed, that if something happens to Deiveson, at least you're gonna fight, you're gonna have the chance to get paid and win the undisputed title?
For sure. I mean, I know I'm gonna fight this Saturday, 100%. I don't care. I mean, my goal. I'm talking about history and importance. I want to finish this with Figueiredo. I mean, I want to finish this with Figueiredo this Saturday, and then start to watch Pantoja, Nicolau, Manel Cave, and all the other names, you understand? So that's important for me, but for sure I'm fighting this Saturday.
Do you think that getting a finish Saturday ends once for all this rivalry, or do you think one day eventually you're going to fight him a fifth time?
Man, the last dance, man. My plan is to make a statement in this one. My plan is to just finish Deiveson Figueiredo. I did it before, and I know, I feel it. I can do it again. I will, and that's it. So it's funny because I understand the people maybe when the rumor start to come. The people was saying like, against these guys. I understand the point, but at the same time, the people they also understand. Deiveson and we make fireworks inside of the octagon. So the people, the fight will be awesome. I promise. But that's it. I don't want to see this guy again. Right now I'm so happy. I'm excited. I'm ready to fight, but I don't want to see this guy again.